not too sure about that 113. I'm not sure what happened there.
I forgot to take my injection.
It is 11:30 on the dot
on Wednesday night, and I just jumped out of the bed because I forgot to take my injection. I forgot to do my
injection. This is week 20 on Mounjaro. So I'm going to take my injection right now. If you guys are new here, my name is Patrice, and I am on a journey to conquer diabetes one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm currently on the medication Mounjaro. I'm on the 5 milligram dose at the time, and this is my 16th week on the 5 milligram dose. If you are returning, thank you for joining me yet again for another week. So let's go ahead and take this. So the last 2 weeks, I injected in my abdomen. For some time, for quite a few weeks before that, I was injecting in the back of my arm because of my nightie. I got on my nightgown right now. I'm going to go ahead and inject in the back of my arm today so that I can do it with you guys. All right, so let's do this. Let that dry. All right. Back of the arm. Let's go. Y'all see that? There we go. There it went. All right, week 20 on Mounjaro. Working from home today. It's Thursday, and it is 11:24 a.m. And at this exact moment, that's why I turned the camera on, because I wanted to come and tell y'all it's about 12 hours from when I injected the medication, and I am starting to feel the side effect of fatigue. I'm tired. And that usually this happens on Thursdays. That's why I take my injection on Wednesdays, because I sometimes work on the weekend, so I don't want to do it like on a Friday or Saturday, and I don't want to start off my week, kind of tired. So I found that doing it on Wednesday helps. But yep, about 12 hours after I injected, the fatigue set in. I'm tired. But usually the fatigue wears off. It goes away by the end of today, and then we're smooth sailing from there. So I wanted to let you guys know that is one of the side effects that I experience on Mounjaro is fatigue. So just think about when you're going to do your injection. Like I said, for me, it happens about 12 hours after I inject. That fatigue hits in for the next about 12 hours. I'm kind of fatigued, and then it kind of wears off. But so think about that when you are planning your injection day. It is now 2:53. I feel a little bit better, but since we're kind of already talking about side effects today, another side effect is the one that we kind of want, is appetite suppression. Well, today the appetite suppression is real. So I ate breakfast this morning about 9:30ish, and I had some eggs, scrambled eggs, and a Italian chicken sausage link one. Not the small ones, but the actual long ones. I think that was 110 calories by itself. But I had that for breakfast, and that was at 9:30. It is now, like I said, 2:53, and I haven't eaten lunch, snack, nothing yet. So the only thing I've been doing is drinking my water, my little cup. So it's time to eat. But with the appetite suppression being so real, I don't know what I want. So I think I'm going to have, well, I can do this. That's why it's good to have these on hand. So I have all these brand protein shakes on hand, the liquid version. Then I have the powdered version as well. So I think I'm just going to drink one of these real quick. And I got some grapes. Maybe I'll eat some grapes. But the appetite suppression is real. The appetite suppression is real, real, real. So again, while we're on the topic of side effects, one of my major side effects that I have had ongoing is constipation. And I know I say all the time that, I take stool softeners or I use Miralax and Metamucil. Well, I want you guys to see that I don't like overdo it. I don't like take stool softeners or use the Metamucil and the Miralax all the time, because let me show you. These are the same 2 bottles that I bought a long time ago. I can't remember the date, but I'll put it up here. I went to Target and I bought these. And make sure I'm looking at it. Let me make sure they don't have an expiry. No. But so I got the stool softeners in the Target brand of the Metamucil a long time ago. And there's 100 in here, and I still got a good bit in here. So I just use these. I use these sparingly. I was doing this like 2 to 3 times a week. Now maybe just once a week. I kind of backed off on this. I try to intake natural fiber. So this still is about halfway full. Now the Miralax, I did have to go buy some more Miralax because I keep getting the small ones and it's only like 7 in here. So yeah, I keep having to go get some more of these. I can't remember when I bought this, but yeah, so this is the only thing that I had to rebuy since the last time I got this stuff. And then I also eat a prune once in a while, like pop a prune in my mouth. And I just get this is new, but I just get the dried prunes and I eat that. And while I'm in here, I do take 2 of these every day, and this helps with appetite control and weight loss. So yeah, that's all my concoctions is. So I wanted to pop on real quick. I'm at my part-time job today, and I have my lunch that I pack. That's how I continue to stay on track while I'm working on the weekends. But I wanted to talk about another side effect that I'm noticing, and this one is not a real major side effect to me. But remember, I injected on this side of my arm. I injected right here. Well, it itches. So sometimes you might have a little itch. So that's a side effect that I'm noticing when I inject in my arm. I don't really notice it when I inject in my stomach, or I did inject in my thigh week 3, and I don't remember it then. But I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the amount of subcutaneous fat in that area or whatnot. But yep, so noticing a little slight irritation in that area and it wasn't the first day after. I started noticing it yesterday and a little bit today, but yep. So that's one thing to be, mindful of if you inject in your arm, or some people say they feel it in their stomach. Let me know if you have that side effect. Do you have like slight irritation at the injection site? Lunchtime. Came home from work. Immediately got into my jump ropes because I said I was going to complete the 7 days again. This is day 6, so let me get it done. 392 left. While we're still talking about side effects, this video is about side effects. I'm feeling. So while we're still talking about side effects, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that my major side effect is constipation. Well, I talked about that when I showed my stuff. Yeah. But my major side effect is constipation. And I don't know if it's the jump rope, the movement, me, my body's moving, if it's the water, or if it's the protein shakes that I drank yesterday. I don't know what it is, but I gotta hurry up and finish 392 more jumps so I can go to the bathroom, because it's time to move. Movement is another way that you can help your bowels to move. Overall movement. Yeah. Movement. Move.
I need to get in closer to you. I swear you might exceed.
So another reason why I like to take my injection on Wednesday nights and get that first day of fatigue out the way on Thursday is so that I can enjoy the weekend with my family. So today we are at a birthday party and they have the train out here. We're out here enjoying the nice weather. So if I was tired and I did it on the weekend, I wouldn't be, if I did it on Friday night, I wouldn't be able to enjoy my weekend. So that's why I like to do my injections on Wednesday instead of Friday. All right, week 20 on Mounjaro. So this week I discussed all of the different side effects that I have, that I've been having with Mounjaro. To start out with, the fatigue the day after I inject. So I inject at night so that I go to sleep. So I usually don't feel the effects of that fatigue until later on the next day. And it usually wears off by the end of day one after I inject. So that's why I inject during the week, so that it could come, it can go, and then I can enjoy the rest of my week, my weekend, and so forth. And the other side effect, which we all like, is that decreased appetite, and that's in full effect the day after, and it continues on. I can tell maybe on day 5, day 6. So like I haven't injected today. This is Wednesday morning. I have not injected yet today. I inject on Wednesday evenings and I'm okay, but my appetite is not as suppressed as on Thursdays. I can tell the appetite suppression is decreased today as compared to on day 1 after I inject. But it's not like I'm ravishing and wanting to eat. If I was only worried about appetite suppression, could I probably stretch my injection days out? Yeah, I probably can, because I'm not feeling like I have to eat. I still am well controlled, but I am on Mounjaro for more than just the appetite suppression. I'm on Mounjaro for my blood sugars, mainly because of my blood sugars. The other side effect, constipation, that's always there for me. That's my main side effect. And as I showed earlier, I do have those different supplements that I use that helps me to continue to go. And like I said, I found movement, moving, not strenuous exercise, but just my walking, me jumping rope has helped with moving more. So constipation, yes, that is a major side effect for me. And then the last side effect that I noticed, this week, was the injection site irritation. So normally when I inject in my stomach, I don't have that side effect of the itching at the injection site. But when I inject in my arm, I notice that a lot. I do notice that I have that slight irritation. It's not bad, or it's not itching where I'm It's just I have a little, I can tell right there that that's where I injected, a little itch. I just kind of just soothe it a little bit and then just forget about it. It's nothing major, nothing like, nothing like that, nothing major. But I just wanted you to be aware that I do have that sometimes when I inject in my arm. And other common side effects, I'm taking this straight from Mounjaro's website, that people may experience: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, And those three, it says usually occurs when you're increasing your dosage, and then those side effects kind of wear off. And this is straight from Mounjaro's website. But if that's different for you, let us know in the comments below. If you do experience nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and it's not because of the increase of the dosage, let us know below. And how do you combat that? Are you talking to your provider? What are you doing to combat that? Then they also list the constipation, indigestion. So that's, I believe, where that sulfur burps come from. I've never experienced, well, I did have some burps early on in the journey, but I didn't have that taste or that smell or whatever people say and call it the sulfur burps. I haven't experienced that, and I haven't experienced any indigestion either. And then also it lists stomach pain, and really I haven't experienced stomach pain either, but those are some of the common side effects that are listed on the Mounjaro website. Now, some of the most serious side effects that if you are experiencing this, you would want to talk to your provider immediately are the inflammation of the pancreas, so that, pancreatitis, extreme low blood sugar. Now, if your blood sugars are trending down, that's one thing, but if you're experiencing hypoglycemia, you definitely want to talk to your provider. And some signs and symptoms of low blood sugar or hypoglycemia, that could be dizziness, lightheadedness, sweating, confusion or drowsiness, feeling like lethargic, headaches, blurred vision. So if you're noticing some changes in your vision, slurred speech, shakiness, fast heartbeats, feelings of anxiety, irritability, or like mood changes, those are signs and symptoms of hypoglycemia. So if you're noticing that you're feeling those things and you haven't been feeling those before, and you're not sure why this is coming about, definitely talk with your provider about those signs and symptoms. Maybe get a glucometer to start checking your blood sugars, so that you can kind of keep a monitor of your blood sugar as well. And that's if you're not necessarily taking Mounjaro for blood sugar control, and you're taking it for other reasons, like the appetite suppression and weight loss, you may want to just sometimes pop in and check your blood sugar just to make sure that it's still within the correct range. Other serious side effects that it lists is kidney problems or kidney failure. That could be to people who have the diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, and they're losing fluids. They become dehydrated. That could lead to kidney problems. So definitely make sure to watch out for that. And then the severe stomach problems, like earlier we talked about the stomach pains, but if you're noticing that you're having these stomach problems and they won't go away, the severe pain, then definitely talk to your provider, because you're not sure why that is happening. So you definitely want to talk to your provider. The changes in your vision, if you're noticing the blurry vision, you're noticing spots, you're noticing any other changes in your vision, definitely talk to your provider about that. And then gallbladder problems. So if you're noticing that you have upper stomach pain or fever, yellowing of your eyes or your skin, or if you're noticing that your stools are more clay colored, then you need to talk to your provider, because those are signs of gallbladder issues. So definitely talk to your provider if you notice those signs. So those are all the different side effects that have been listed on the Mounjaro website. If you have any other different side effects, I know some people say they are a little colder now that they're on Mounjaro. And then some people have said that they have vivid nightmares or vivid dreams. Now, my take on that is, have you checked your blood sugar when that happens? Because I have noticed when my blood sugars plummet in the middle of the night, I can tell. I get sweaty. I wake up and I'm all sweaty, and I can tell because my clothes are wet, and I didn't urinate on myself. My clothes are wet and my sheets are wet, and I feel a little bit confused, and so I'm like, okay, let me check my blood sugar. And yes, in the past, this is before Mounjaro, but in the past it has been like in the 50s, and that has happened. And then with that, I had those vivid dreams around that time. So have you checked if you have vivid dreams, or if you have nightmares, or however you want to call it? Have you checked your blood sugar around that time? Let us know in the comments below. Again, if you have had that, and have you checked your blood sugar to see if your blood sugars have plummeted during that time that you're experiencing those vivid dreams. Because a side effect of hypoglycemia is nightmares. If you look up signs and symptoms of hypoglycemia or low blood sugar, it says shaking or trembling, weakness, sweating and chills. It actually says extreme hunger, which is polyphagia, faster heart rate, dizziness or lightheadedness, confusion or trouble concentrating, anxiety or irritability, your color draining from your skin or pallor. And then the severe hypoglycemia includes blurred or double vision, slurred speech, clumsiness or difficulty with coordination, being disoriented, seizures, loss of consciousness. And then it goes on to say you can also experience low blood sugar while you're sleeping, which is nocturnal hypoglycemia. And the symptoms of that are restless sleep, sweating through pajamas or sheets, like I said, what happened to me, crying out during sleep, having nightmares, feeling tired, disoriented, or confused after waking up. So check, maybe check your blood sugar if you have a glucometer at home, if you are experiencing nightmares. So if you wake up, you get up and you check your blood sugar to see what it is. And then talk to your provider about that. Any other different side effects that you have noticed that you think that are related to Mounjaro? List those in the comments below. Tell us how you're combating them. Have you talked to your provider? What has your provider said? Just to kind of help somebody else along the way. Remember that this is not medical advice. I'm not giving anyone medical advice, and nobody in the comments is giving anyone medical advice. We're just sharing our experiences with each other. As always, you want to talk to your provider if you haven't already regarding your side effects. So now, how did I do on week 20 on Mounjaro? Remember, I am still on the 5 milligram dose, and this week I actually gained 0.4 of a pound. So last week I was at 170.4, and this week I am at 170.8, but that's still okay because guess what? Within 20 weeks, I have lost 20 pounds. So I started out at 191.4 back on December the 1st, and as of today, which is April the 19th, I am at 170.8. So I have lost 20 pounds in 20 weeks. So I'm still in the average of losing between 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's normal weight loss, and I am happy about that. As for my fasting blood sugars this week, my lowest fasting blood sugar was 88 and my highest was 113. That leads for an average of 96. I'm not too sure about that 113. I'm not sure what happened there. I did not sleep well last night, so I'm not sure if that has any correlation. I was up like around 4, then again at 5, and then I was like, let me try to get some rest before I had to get the kids up. So I'm not sure if that had anything to do with that high blood sugar, but and then last night for dinner, I didn't eat after it was 7:45 when we ate. So yeah, I'm not sure about that blood sugar, but tonight I'll open up my next box of 5 milligrams and we're going to continue on 5 milligrams, and we'll just continue to monitor because my average blood sugar is still within a good range. And on a good note, I did start measuring myself because I wanted to see. So last week I started noticing that my clothes fit a little bit better. I'm down in clothing sizes, and so I wanted to see my measurements and not all the time focus on the weight. So I downloaded that app, the Me 360 app. I'll show it somewhere up here, and it scans your whole body. So I was reminded last week about that app. I know a lot of people use this app, and it scans your body and it does the measurements for you. I'm lazy. I don't want to sit there and measure myself or have someone else measure me. I want the app to do it for me. So it measures your whole body. It does all the measurements for you. So if you want to measure and keep track of your inches or your centimeters or however you measure, if you want to keep track of your progress and not necessarily look at the scale, this is one way to do that. Download that app and keep track of that as well. So I'll sit down maybe tomorrow and do a update on my 5-month progress and look at the overall picture, and I'll share that with you guys. Guys, I thank you. I love you. I appreciate all of your support. I said it before and I'll continue to say it, but me documenting my journey on this little app here, or this platform, is really helping me to stay on track this time. Y'all don't know just how much you're helping me to stay on track, to continue to push, to continue to strive to live a healthier, sustainable lifestyle. It's helping me to include my family. It's helping me to include my friends. It's helping me to include you guys, because you're now my family and my friends. And I'm just enjoying this whole process. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can be a part of this community where we are loving on each other. We're pushing each other. We're motivating each other one day at a time, one step at a time, because we are going to live healthy, sustainable lifestyles. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get off to work. Until next time, I thank you again. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And God bless you guys.